The sun is out, and as I'm walking around to find a spot where the light is actually good enough to make a video so that you can both see my face and appreciate the beautiful surroundings where I am and where I live, because I want to tell you a story that is related to this place, because it's been 3 years now, almost exactly, 6th of March 2020, that I came to live here, just 1 week before the lockdown, which of course I had no idea would happen. And it's a story of grace for me, of divine grace. And these kind of stories don't just fall from the sky. We create them, or we invite them, by having the courage to take leaps, to let go of what no longer serves our highest good, and to go on a quest of what it is that our heart truly desires deep down. And so for me, looking back, end of 2019, I was still living in Brussels. At that point in time, I was sharing flats with a friend, but the relationship was really deteriorating as we were living together. And for me, it felt really like no longer a healthy place to be. And in general, I had wanted to leave the city for many years already. I've been traveling around to look for a new place to live in nature in Spain, but I hadn't found it yet. And so I continued to be where I was, feeling that it was not my place. But since I hadn't found a new place to be, I felt I couldn't make the move. And so I felt stuck. And I was getting depressed. And at some point, end of 2019 in November, I spilled a glass of hot tea over my leg. And I burned myself severely. And this for me was a major wake-up call. As all accidents, symptoms, diseases are in my eyes. And when it happened to me, I knew I had to move. So as soon as my leg was healed enough to be able to walk again, which took about a month, I took my cat in a cat backpack and a suitcase, and I left to France, where I had rented the holiday apartment a friend was renting out, just because I knew I had to get away, no matter where. So I just went anywhere, the first thing that popped up. And at that point, she had an advertisement, a publicity on Facebook or something. And I just decided to go. It was to be over Christmas, so I booked for whole December, possibly January. I didn't know. I usually went home for Christmas to Germany, but this year this was not going to happen. And so I spent 6 weeks in that house, in that apartment in the south of France, in a very beautiful town in the mountains, and of course at this time of year quite quiet with the chickens. And there I was, and I was like talking to the universe, where do you want me to go? I knew I had taken the leap. I knew I wasn't going to go back to Brussels. That was out of question. energetically I had left, even though I still had my part in the flat, I still had my stuff there, but I knew I was not gonna go back there. And so I was calling in something new, but really because I had taken a step into the unknown without having yet new solid ground under my feet. And that created, I believe, looking back, really a strong energetic pull